welcome back to my channel. It's me, Luvvies/T, and I hope you're all doing well and safe wherever you are. If you are new to my channel, welcome. So, just a slight disclaimer, you might be hearing some noise, and that's because the grass is currently being cut, so apologies for that. And then another disclaimer is that this video will probably be a bit lengthy, but we will see how it goes. So this video is aimed at it's aimed at people that are new to Second Life, considering joining Second Life, or would like an easy tutorial on how to actually get settled, how to create the account, what to do, what not to do, something to make it less complicated, because I am aware it is one of those games where it is a bit complicated and then people just don't bother. So let us begin. So two things. First, you are going to want to choose a viewer before you actually create an account. So there are many viewers. Some of them I don't even know of. So the viewer that I currently use is the Firestorm viewer. Sometimes I use the Alchemy viewer. Sometimes I use the Black Dragon viewer. So there are a lot of viewers. Viewers are basically the platform that you will be using to open up and play Second Life. So as I've mentioned, many different viewers. I would recommend you get the Firestorm viewer instead of the official Second Life viewer. Now, there's nothing wrong with any of the viewers. Obviously, it depends on your computer and how well it handles it. But I would suggest you stick with either Firestorm, Alchemy, or the Second Life official viewer. Most people use the Firestorm viewer because of its user friendliness. Black Dragon, it is very high quality, high definition. Like it was the PBR before the PBR update. So it can be a bit taxing for less powerful computers. So most people just prefer or use Firestorm. So for this video, we will be using the Firestorm viewer. Now I do want to say I will have the Firestorm link in the description below. The Second Life link, you guys honestly can just go say secondlife.com and you'll find it there. But yes, so once you've got that, then you want to go to secondlife.com. And so when you open up secondlife.com, you're probably going to be greeted with something similar to this. So this is the official Second Life website. So as you can see, let me put my mouse. Yeah, I hope my mouse is showing. Okay. Apologies for the sound. Okay, so you will find there's the download, there's the marketplace, language, and then obviously sign up or log in. So you do not have an account. You want to create an account, so you're going to say sign up. Now, if you say download, it's going to take you to the official Second Life viewer. I just said get the one that is in the description below, the Firestorm one, and you should be okay. So obviously, if you scroll down, you're going to find different stuff. but we want to say sign up. Now you're going to be in this site where it says provide your account information. So this is where you have to come up with a name for your avatar. You need your password, you need your email, date of birth, security questions. Now I have to say your username. You have to pick a name that you're going to be okay with, because you can't change your username. If you want to change your username, you're going to have to pay like a lot. You're going to have to pay a lot. I think it's $20 or maybe $15. I don't know, but I feel like it's around about that 20-30 margin. So disclaimer again, your username, pick a name that you're going to be happy with, because if you want to change it, you're going to have to pay. Most people don't change it because they're like, why? So then you're going to need your password, you're going to need your email. Obviously you need to know your email, you need to know your password, and then date of birth, security questions, and then obviously this is which city, your mother's maiden name, blah blah blah, and then you write that. You can take this or not, but you have to take the consenting option and the I'm not a robot. You have to do that. So let me quickly create a new Abby, and then we'll continue. Okay. So once you have done that, remember your password and remember your username, okay, because that's what you're going to need to actually log in. So now I think they did this sometime last year, so they have updated their stuff. Okay, Linden Labs has been in the factory and they've been working on stuff. So now you have these avatars. Okay, so these are the mesh avatars. I did a video talking about them, but okay, so these are different shapes. Interesting. Okay, so these are the different shapes. Well, this is your creator starter avatar. So it's mesh, so you won't feel too completely left out. But I have to say that it's gonna be obvious that you're using the starter avatar, because most people have like the nicer ones, no shade. But obviously there's different cool things here, so you can play around with that. I still think you can have like an even cuter starter avatar, but what do I know? Did they add me? I think they added stuff. Okay, so we're just gonna keep her like this. Okay, so this is her. Obviously you can randomize. I don't know why it's spinning. Anyway, let's continue. So you're gonna continue. If you decide to play around with that, you can do that. You can just continue. Okay, so now this, after you've done that, it's going to bring you here. So now Secondlife is now available on phones. Is it perfect? No, it's far from perfect. But that's a video for another day. But yeah, so it's available on Windows, Mac, and then obviously Apple Play Store, Google Play Store, and the App Store. So you don't have to click any of this. Why? Because we have already installed or downloaded the Firestorm viewer. So this is the Firestorm website. So you obviously gotta read, gotta know what's happening. But most people, they don't read, they just click download, and then have to read obviously because you have to know based on your computer specs, blah blah blah, and then download, and then you choose obviously your operating systems. I use Windows, I'm gonna click this, and then obviously this is the latest, and then all the useful information. So this is the Firestorm website. I will link it in the description below. But let us actually log in. Okay, let us log in as a noob. So this is my avatar's name. So we are in world with our avatar. So there is no standard or one specific place that is guaranteed that your avatar will log in. All avatars, I don't know, it's just like a random system. Like when I logged in with my avatar Luvvies, I logged into the Firestorm Welcome Island, which I think was the best place. But with my other avatar, I logged in, I think it was Social Island or one of the older ones. So like this one is new. So the whole point of this place is to she's breaking up, is to basically teach you the basics, how to walk, how to do whatever, how to interact with your system. Now because it is Secondlife, they are using the official thingy, the official viewer, but the official viewer and Firestorm viewer aren't too different. They really do share some similarities, so you're not going to struggle. Now they'll teach you how to walk. I walk with arrows up, down, left, right. You could also walk with WASD, but I just prefer arrows. Also depending on whichever what's this island or welcome island you enter, it all depends. Most of the time they have more than one language, so it's not just English. Sometimes it's just English, so it really just depends. Obviously this one is a bit outdated because they are mentioning these avatars, but these ones that are being shown here, you can access them at any time. So obviously most of these places, they do have arrows, so the more you continue walking, there's going to be like an arrow that points you to like talking and all this stuff. I think I did do a video helping to understand the Firestorm viewer, but like just as a quick refresh, quick refresh, I don't know why she's breaking, but as a quick refresh, you have these icons underneath, these tabs. I hope they're visible. well, yeah, more or less they're visible. So you have these icons. You can, there's a nearby chat. So nearby chat means whatever you type, it's going to appear. So everyone is going to see whatever you type on nearby chat. Then when you press this speech bubble icon, this is where you can open up exactly to type properly. Is that the word? I don't know. But that's where you can see in a much bigger space. If you have friends, so that's where you go to contact. So if you add friends or people add you and you accept their friend request, they will appear here. And then if you decide to join groups, they will appear here as well. So that's just the basics. It is roughly the same on the official viewer, but as long as you see nearby chat, this means you are talking so that everyone who's around you can see. I'm currently on like the pre-PBR viewer, but if you have the current Firestorm viewer, you can even talk, so you can enable speaking, and then you can speak so that people around you can hear, or maybe you just want to talk to your friend and then you can actually call, but most people just use Discord, so there is that. Now in terms of moving around, the more you continue, there should be like a tutorial to help you how to move your mouse, and it took me a bit to get to it, but basic. If you click the eye, this is your camera. So it has your front view, your side view, and then your rear view, which is your back view. You can obviously also adjust how zoomed in or zoomed out. I will do that in a later video, but obviously with the mouse, just using the scrolling thing, you can obviously zoom in, zoom out. I will do a video showing you guys how to actually have your own nice position. Just remind me, but I'll do that later. Then obviously by clicking the arrow, you can turn or move around your avatar, move up, move down. This is also moving around. Clicking will obviously take you back to your default position, but let's say you don't want to really use this eye icon, then using your mouse, if you press Alt, you're going to have like this mouse with like a plus. So this is your object view, I believe. And so when you click Alt and on your mouse you click left and then you zoom, you can actually zoom and move around. If you click Control Alt, you will have like the square object thing but without the plus. So with this one, you can't really move in, you can only move up, down, left, right, all around. But when you click Alt, this helps you to actually zoom in. So Alt, left click, zoom, Control Alt, left click is to rotate around. So yeah, now you know how to do that. And then yeah, you continue walking, you find yourself in another tutorial. So this is them explaining adding friends in Secondlife, how to do it, and all that. This is I like this. I like the pictures. and this is people, how to interact with people. Now let's say I recommend that you actually complete the tutorial. It's not a must, it's just a helpful guide so that you're not too completely lost. But let's say you want to explore, you just want to have fun. So on the icons below, you will see a magnifying glass. So that is your search. When you click that, this window should open. So again, depends on your viewer. For instance, not Firestorm, Black Dragon, they don't really have this specific type of search icon. They have more of the web search, and I think Secondlife probably also has just the web search. I'm not too sure, but I know Alchemy and Firestorm, they've got all these search icons. So in this search icon, if you click on places, you can find pretty much anything. Now, another disclaimer, Secondlife is mostly known as an adult game to people outside, but people that are inside know that there is more to it than just the adult aspect. So let's say you want games, you just search games, and then games will appear. Now, for the sake of YouTube, I'm not going to be searching that much, because if I even bother clicking on moderate or adult, I'm probably going to be finding stuff that should not be appearing. What else? Oh yeah, so if you want to explore, magnifying glass, search. Groups, this is also to help you search for groups. Maybe you want to be part of a community, you might consider joining groups. People, this is literally just to search people, so you'll find literally almost anything. There's probably an account with the word A. There isn't? Oh, it's too short. A, look at that. So there's a lot. This game has been out for like years, so you're going to find all weird names. Web search does the same thing as place, but you can also use that for events and destinations. What else? Oh, so if you are new, if you go to this little TV screen, it says graphic presets, or you can say Control P, and then this preferences will open. Generally, I think it opens in general, like general is the first tab. So you will see that you will be restricted. So let's say you want to access more places. Maybe you're shopping and the store is located in an A-rated region. So all you want to do is just click this, and then you just click general, moderate, and adult. This will allow you to explore all places. Now, I have to also mention certain places have limitations. So if you are too young, for instance, we are currently too young. If you right click and then you go to profile, this is your avatar profile. It's got your name, it's got your key, so it literally tells you joined today. So I am a fresh baby. You can also decide if you want to be searched, like when people search your name, can they pick you up? So I just leave that because I don't really care. But this is your profile. So for instance, if you are interested in making a free avatar and you want a free head like Genus, You can't go to the Gina store because you have to be 3 days and older, and we are not even close. So the longer your account is, I guess, it doesn't have to be active, but the longer you have this account, the more it's going to quote unquote age. So my primary account, it's around 4 years because it's been active for 4 years. Even if I decide that I don't want to be active anymore, as long as the account still exists, it's going to continue to age. So that's your profile. Again, you just right click on your avatar, you click profile, and then that is your profile. Obviously, depending on time zones, there's going to be certain people online, and most of them might be bots, most of them might be people that really are into this. So this is just a quick. I thought it was going to be long, but I'm glad it's not that long. I'm glad it's not that long. So yeah. So there is no guarantee that this could be the place that you actually end up logging in. You could be in like a completely different place, or you could also be in another place. Oh, this reminds me. So as I told you, I walk using left and right, and then just got dark because now we're in a different place. Okay, so you want to run, you want to fly. If you click on this little human, as you will see that it's currently on the walking mode. Now you can either walk with the arrows, so we are turning, walking, left, right, left. You can jump, can crouch, so you can also run, and then it behaves the same way whether you use WASD, left, right, or the arrows. You can also fly. So currently we are flying. So we are flying, and then you can fly down. You can say stop flying. What's this? Oh, sandbox. This is cool. Thank you. So, so many notifications. So running again. This is me using the arrows. Like not the arrows like this arrows, but like the arrows on the thing, the keyboard. What did I want to say? Oh yes, jumping. Now it depends on the key bindings. Like when I press space, I jump. If you say Control P, or you click that little TV screen. Okay, so you can say Control P, and then when you go to controls, so it's not gonna be called controls in every viewer. I think it's gonna be called key bindings, but when it's called controls in Firestorm, so controls, then this is basically where you can alter how you want to move. So walking, teleporting, moving backwards, left, right, straight, jumping. So I have configured it to be space, but you can literally say you want it to be the letter J, and then you can jump. But if you go to where it says move and view, so here you get like all different options. Obviously play around with them and see how it goes. But there's click your avatar, keeps camera position, reset camera position after teleporting. So that means every time you move or every time you teleport, your camera goes back to being in the normal position. But the one that I wanted to actually mention is the movement. So it's here, it says pressing letter keys affect movement. Example, WASD instead of starting nearby chat. So sometimes because you type using letters, sometimes you might want to move. So let's say you're mostly using WASD, and instead of you moving, it types and then it'll just type gibberish. And so you don't want that because it could be a bit embarrassing. So you just click on that box, and then it won't affect you. And then clicking this arrow keys always move me, so this is where you prefer the arrow keys. And then all different stuff. I think I'm not sure if I did talk about this, but yeah, okay. So that was a hopefully quick guide on how to set up your avatar, learning the basics, and yeah, I hope it was informative. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. Let me know if there's like another video idea that you guys might have. Maybe you'd like to know how to make a free avatar. And I'll see you very, very soon, Luvvies. Take care. Bye-bye.